Happy long Labor Day. Hey, it's September 4th, 2020, week 16 of the Friday Fives. We're a little later, what's it, 7:30 right now? A little later than we thought, in a different spot where the sun's not hitting us. Hopefully you are doing something better than listening to us right now for your start of the Labor Day weekend. But anyway, this is where I'll tell you every Friday in the summer, and it looks like we're going to probably extend it into the fall. I'll tell you what's on my radar of the cycling scene. Number one, what is lost is found. So I was riding around Saylorville Lake yesterday afternoon, and I was approaching the end of the ride. It's about a 17-mile ride, and noticed my Garmin GPS was not there, just about less than a mile from the end, about getting close to the Saylorville Visitor Center. And it was getting to dusk. I didn't want to go back. I didn't feel I'd have any luck finding it in the dark. And then I thought to myself, it's like, when was the last time I remember looking down and seeing it? And it was about 7 to 8 miles back. So I thought, you know, for sure I'm not going back and trying to find that sucker in the dark. Just had lights on my handlebars, so not in my helmet. So anyway, rode back home. You got that weird, that sick to your uneasy feeling in your stomach, you know, when you lose something. So I got up early this morning, rode back out to rode back out to the end. It's the same starting point, it's a big loop, and rode the route backwards. All the way there, I pretty much wrote off that, you know, I'm never going to find that Garmin. You know, I said to myself, it's an old Garmin 800. It's about time for a newer model anyways. So, you know, just like I say, just kind of wrote it off. But on the other hand, I kind of knew where I did lose it. There was one spot where I came up to a rocky section. I just hit the rocks wrong, came to an abrupt stop. I know my waist went into my handlebars, didn't endo or anything like that, but definitely came to a stop. So got to the lake, rode down the hill, rode really slow to where I noticed it was gone, then just kept riding till I came up on that rocky spot, like I say, about a mile from the end. And to my surprise, it was laying on the sand about 2 feet from the water line and about 6 feet from the rocks that I fumbled on. So glad I got out there early, as I suspect it wouldn't have been there in another couple hours, as folks hike and walk through there pretty regularly. And it was a Friday. So to me, lucky Friday. It was also so dang nice out, I just ended up riding another lap of the lake, and it was just gorgeous out there today. We posted a photo of Cedar Lake with all the algae and everything, so I sure as heck wouldn't swim in it, but I'll ride around the shoreline all day long. So here's some karma. On my ride to the lake, I saw a black leather case in the ditch. I kept riding for a little bit, and I was like, I wonder what, you know, it just looked like it was there. It looked like a nice case. So I turned around, went to check it out, and it was a pair of really nice golf shoes, actually in my size. And I thought for a split second, you know, hey, even if I don't golf, those are some pretty cool looking shoes, blah, blah, blah. And then on the other part of me is like, well, okay, I just lost a Garmin GPS. What about the person who lost their shoes? So I closed the case up, kind of propped it up on the side of the road with hopes that the owner, you know, would backtrack on his route or her route and find them. So I know over the course of my life, I've lost enough things, and actually most of them have been returned to me in one way or the other. And I've also found enough things and have returned them to the rightful owner in my life as well. So I believe in karma, you know. How about you guys? Number two, Cedar Valley Pedal Fest. So every weekend in September, the Cedar Falls Tourism and Visitors Bureau hosts a Cedar Valley Pedal Fest, which is a free month-long bicycle festival featuring themed rides for all ages and all abilities. And it's out there to promote their world-class trail system. The Cedar Valley Trail System consists of over 110 miles of hard surface trails, multi-use trails, and an abundance of dirt, soft trails. The trails have truly been incorporated into the community, aligning the Cedar River, looping around lakes, crossing streams, connecting both downtown entertainment districts, historic museums, hotels, restaurants, bars, and breweries. So really integrated with the city. It's no wonder why the Cedar Valley Trails was named one of Iowa's outstanding tourism attractions last year. We love what the Cedar Falls is doing to promote their trail systems. They do it all year long, And in fact, Cedar Falls was the first bicycle-friendly community recognized in Iowa by the American League of Bicyclists. That happened in 2009. Well, bad news this year. There won't be a pedal fest in 2020. It was canceled due to COVID-19. This is actually one of the events we really like to promote because they do a lot of cool stuff over the course of a month. There's a lot of cool bike shops, a lot of cool businesses, breweries there. And also the City of Cedar Falls has been a Bike Iowa sponsor since 2009. So we've been there several times, camping, riding. Love the place. So if you're looking for a staycation, definitely check out Cedar Falls. Just go to thebikeiowa.com/sponsors and you'll see it right up there up front. Number 3, GP Des Moines Criterium. So this Sunday, September 6th, is the GP Des Moines Criterium at Waterworks Park in Des Moines. This is the first organized race since the pandemic started in March. And I know there's been some gravel races, Crush Rock Classic, stuff like that, but they've had a fairly small turnout and kind of some non-mass starts. You could go there, ride the route on your own and just submit your results. So it really hasn't been, elbow to elbow racing. So what I can check out on the registration, there's over 200 racers signed up from at least 7 different states, and it looks like the biggest field has 52 racers in it. Races start at 8:30 p.m. and they run all day long. So the last race, the pro race, is at 4:30 and it's 70 minutes long. And the registration closed yesterday, so it's closed if you were thinking about racing. The race promoters have pretty strict COVID guidelines for the racers, volunteers, and spectators. So the promoters stated they are going above and beyond city recommendations to have a safe race and ask that everyone who races or spectates or volunteers does their part to social distance and wear a mask. So if you're looking for something interesting to watch on Sunday, the course is 1.8 miles long, flat as a pancake, goes around the waterworks, the big waterworks loop. So there's plenty of space to hang out and social distance. They're asking that, still adhering to the governor's recommendations of no more than 10 people in a group. So spread out. Once it's over, it's over. Don't hang around at the start and finish line too much. But anyway, it's out there. If it was our race, I don't know if we would be putting it on right now, but I'm kind of happy somebody is doing something over Labor Day, cycling rated like this. Look for more details on bikeiowa.com. It's called the GP Des Moines Criterium. Number 4, Vos Trail. So if you remember, we've posted news about this on social media, on Bike Iowa, and on another Friday Fives episode that cyclists weren't adhering to the trail close signs for the new Vos Trail. So several times road cyclists cut down the fence, tore down the fence, rode through fresh concrete, rode through fresh sealant before it cured. But it actually ended up costing the city more dollars and more time to complete the trail because cyclists kept bypassing the trail closures. There was even more news this weekend or this past week about trail users keep off of it. It's almost done. So just today, I think about 10 hours ago, the city, Des Moines Park and Rec, posted that the Vos Trail is open just in time for Labor Day. So the new trail connects Easter Lake to downtown Des Moines. It was formerly known as the Des Moines River Trail. It kind of goes through the Frank County Soccer Complex along Hartford Avenue before tapering west through several offshoots to nearby neighborhoods on its way to Easter Lake. The trail, it really connects a long time gap in the city's trail system, which spans over 75 miles at this point in time. It's a really big improvement for residents of the southeast side, and the city hopes that the new trail will relieve some of the pressure on the Grays Lake Park Trail, which is one of the centerpieces in the Des Moines Park system, where it encompasses a circle around the lake and hosts around 1 million visitors a year. So why'd they rename it to the Vos Trail? It was known as the Des Moines River Trail. So Vos is a long-time bicycle advocate in the Des Moines area. He was a former Des Moines councilman, and he just recently got re-elected as a councilman. He was co-founder of the Des Moines Bicycle Collective. He founded the first regional trails maps in the Des Moines metro area. He got bike racks on buses. He coordinated the installation of public bike racks. He headed up the Ingersoll Avenue road diet that brought Des Moines its first bicycle lanes. He was instrumental in getting the bicycle-friendly designation for Des Moines. He was also a former Des Moines Register reporter and a photographer, and covered RAGBRAI for years. So Carl and I worked on the first Bike to Work Day for Des Moines back in 2004. So the naming of this trail after Carl is certainly well deserved. Cheers, Carl. That's good stuff. We need to go ride it. Number 5, Iowa Trail Summit 2020. So this summit was revived in 2018. I think there were some previous summits in years past. The Trail Summit is supposed to bring together trail builders, supporters, volunteers, advocates, and enthusiasts from across the state to delve into trail development topics ranging from corridor acquisition, engineering enhancements, to funding, maintenance, and marketing. So the Iowa Trail Summit has moved online for 2020. It's hosted by Iowa Natural Heritage Foundation, Golden Hills RC&D, and Trees Forever. So this year they're offering 3 webinars that bring together trailblazers from across Iowa. They're offering 1 a month, and you can register for 1 webinar or the whole series. If you register for 1, it's $10. All 3 is $25. And the 3 webinars are September 9th, Finding Money for Your Trail, October 21st, Promoting Trail Use Post-Pandemic, and November 18th, The Future of Trails. So if you have any interest in these programs, sign up. All webinars will be held via Zoom meeting from noon to 1:30, and registration is required and space is limited. Register today. All 3 events are on Bike Iowa calendar. So that's it. You can find more information about this on Bike Iowa. Remember, we'll post the Friday Fives every Friday during the summer on Facebook, Instagram, Live. We'll add it to YouTube and a Bike Iowa on a review afterwards. So if you have something for us to share, ping us on Facebook or send an email to biker@bikeiowa.com. Ride safe, stay healthy, and enjoy that long Labor Day weekend.